Hello, Eurovision party people. Welcome back to Eurovision is My Religion, our weekly podcast where we casually dissect the Eurovision madness. I'm your host today, Katrina, and with me I have the headbanging expert as evidenced during B&B Thugs performance in the London Eurovision pre-party, Simona.
Thank you. I was afraid it will go unnoticed. That certain next person next to me that I threw my hair and noticed it.
People around you certainly noticed and felt it. Yes, thank you, Simona. Also, with me, I have the latest convert to over-the-top French ballads. Gerda?
We have some changes in the French ballads, which I'm excited to share with you this episode.
Fantastic. And the one who should be afraid of Conchita Wurst's fans after calling her Eurovision pre-party performance boring, August.
I'm not afraid. I'll say the truth. She was boring that evening. I don't care. Double down.
Okay. Thank you, August. Anyway, today I think we have something very interesting in store for you guys. We will be dissecting our personal top fives and also, drumroll, we will have a look at the Eurovision is My Religion official Eurovision 2024 top 10.
Whoa!
Yes.
Exciting.
I'll start headbanging now.
So we have all individually updated our My Eurovision scoreboard apps. We have not looked at the combined results quite yet, so we'll see what kind of surprises we have in store for each other. And as I said, we will go through our top fives one by one, starting with our fifth places. Gerda, would you like to kick us off? What's your number 5 this year?
It was a tough competition allocating the places between the top 5, I should say. But I put Ukraine in the 5th position this year. Very strong performance. I really enjoyed the song when it first came out. But
could I just remind for the record everybody that Katrina alluded that this song will win the whole Eurovision performance once it came out. I would like to remind everybody that she said
still
she
win.
It won't. I mean, let's face it.
Okay.
But did we bet at that point, or are we getting something for this?
I remember rallying you to place your bets. Yes.
yes. Yeah, it just shows what a strong year it is, right? Like, it was such a front runner at the start, and just so many great songs came out later. Did you guys have it in your top 5s?
Well, we'll get to it. Let's see. What's in others' 5th place for now. Simona, what's your number 5 this year?
My number 5 is Italy. Tom tom tom.
What?
Okay.
Oh.
Should be way higher.
I thought you really, really, really liked it.
I like it, but I really, really liked it. Anyway. I really, really like a lot of songs, actually.
Yeah.
So it's quite hard, and placing them is just very difficult. So my top 5 are basically, I like them very similarly.
Yeah.
It's just, sadly, she's been on the 5th place.
Fair enough. August?
I am with Gerda. I put Ukraine. And it was also a tough process for me. I was looking at all the songs and I was thinking of how to judge it because all of them are good. So you have to rely on some criteria. And I decided to go with personal joy in alignment also with the quality and maybe the listenability and the earworminess. But that's my parameters. But yeah, Ukraine, I just thought it was solid. From the moment it came out, they were singing well, and it's a beautiful song. It sounds like it's well produced. They perform well on stage. Yeah, Ukraine is good. Solid number 5.
Solid number 5. And my number 5 this year is Spain. Vamos amigos, it's España.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really like Spain. There are a couple of songs in my top 5 that I would say I almost over-listened when they first came out. So now maybe I don't listen to them as much. Spain is one of those songs. I don't listen to it as much anymore, but I remember how obsessed I was with it when it first came out, and I really took that into consideration when I was building my top 5.
It doesn't fall in my top 5, so I'll allow myself to comment.
Yeah.
It's 6th place for
Oh,
me. So
very close.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I think we discussed about this before. Some Eurovision songs are great spectacles, is something you enjoy throughout the Eurovision season and on the Eurovision night. Some other songs you might listen just in Eurovision parties or karaoke, and some other songs you might even happen to listen on a normal day. This is one of the songs that I would just listen on a normal day, just for vibes. For vibes. It's very decent, brings me back to the 80s where I never lived.
Good old, yeah.
I just see the longevity of the song, and standing and in my being in my playlist for many months and years to come.
And I guess has the live performance in the national final kind of impacted your ranking, or are you judging plainly on the song?
I must say I'm judging mostly just based on the studio version at this point. Still hoping that the live performance improves.
Although those 2 guys with their bare naked asses, could remain.
Yeah, that's a strong.
I would vote for that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to our 4th places. Gerda.
So with great pain, I was told to realistically put my top 10 together and move Silvester somewhere to his appropriate place from the first place where he was ranking constantly in my top 10. So I decided to put him in the 4th place. I think that's the appropriate place for that song. I really enjoyed it. I probably over-listened to it right at the beginning because I started listening to it much earlier than any other country songs. But yeah, it's a great performance. I love it. It's 4th.
Simona.
My 4th is Croatia.
Oh,
I can see I'm an outlier of a group.
You are 3 songs that you like more than Croatia. Okay.
Yes, I do. I love Croatia song. I do really like it. I don't listen to it actually on like Spotify randomly that much. I listen to other songs more casually as such, not necessarily Croatia. But I do enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. I really like it. And I like, obviously, his live performance. It's just, it's 4th because I don't listen to it enough outside of, in my usual sort of time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
August.
Before I go into number 4, I just wanted to respond to Croatia. For me, Croatia is like probably similar to Simona. I don't listen to it in my casual time, and maybe it's because it's a bit intense. Overall, it's like milkshake with double chocolate chips inside of it, or half slushy. It's
I love August analogies.
It's crazy, and it's powerful, and there's cats and horses, and it's fun to see. But yeah, in the shower or like in the car driving, I'm listening to Italy or Spain, and Italy is my number 4.
Very nice.
Okay, nice segue.
Yes. Beautiful segue.
Yeah, Italy. I like that song. She has a powerful voice, a powerful presence. She's charismatic, and the song is musical, and it's fun to listen to it. So Italy, number 4.
Nice. My number 4 is the country you already mentioned around this table, Ukraine. Ukraine is my number 4. Another song similar to Spain that I probably over-listened to when it first came out, so I now don't listen to it as much anymore. But its certain parts still give me goosebumps. And despite the fact that certain religious connotations or Mother Teresa connotations might not really sit well with me, I nevertheless enjoy the vibe of the song, how it's produced, and their voices, and the mixing of the genres, the rapping and the electro, and yeah.
We're quite aligned, right? We're talking about the same songs for now.
Yeah. Except for me.
Except for Simona, who's like inverting top 5s.
Okay, so with that, we have reached our personal top threes. So,
Bronze medal.
to whom we are giving the bronze, Gerda?
So I put Croatia in the third place. Unlike Simona and August, I listen to the song a lot. I really like the song. I like the tempo, the kind of the intensity. I liked the term that August used, listenability. It's more listenable than, for example, Karia's song last year. I feel like this is much more my vibe. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of very strong contender. I did find 2 songs that I liked more. I didn't expect to find more songs that I will like more, but yeah.
But you found them. Okay.
I found them.
Or they found you.
Look forward to finding these songs out. But for now, let's find out Simona's number 3, to whom you're giving the bronze.
I'm giving the bronze to Lithuania with Silvester Belt Luktelk. I enjoy the song. I still enjoy the song. I love it, and probably partly biased, obviously, but nonetheless, I still really like it, and I don't skip it on my Spotify playlist, which is a good sign because I do skip, for example, Ukraine. So, it's a good sign. So I like it. Third place. Well done, Silvester.
It's a good sign. It is also my number 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is also my number 3. I agree with everything what you said. It's catchy. The sound is clean and modern. Of course, I acknowledge my bias as well. But it makes me want to dance, and that's also a good sign. August, what do you have in your first place?
I have Spain.
Oh!
I love Spain. I like that song. I think it's super, super catchy. It's easy to listen to somehow. And just good vibes. Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, definitely deserves my bronze.
Honestly, I thought that me placing Spain 6th will be controversial as very high and nobody else will place it. And I was like, well, it is. I like it. And I thought I'll have to fight. And I don't.
You always come to these episodes ready to fight. Nobody's ever fought you.
It's okay, but it's better to be ready.
It's not an MMA fight. It's okay.
I'm always ready, Gerda. Just try me, okay?
Ready
try
to rumble. I also had Spain in top 10. I thought that maybe others will not have it so high up, but yeah.
Are we gonna be fighting? No.
Clearly, I'm an outlier because I placed it so far down.
Well, dear listener, please feel free to fight with us in the comment section if you disagree.
Like some already have it.
Yeah, we're getting used to this.
With Spain, I just wanted to add one comment. With the live performance being what it was, I don't know if I had a bit of an internal conflict of whether somebody needs to be an amazing singer to be in top 3 or not, but I don't know. I decided to go with my personal joy, like I said, and yeah. Anyway,
and that's as good as argument as any. Yep. Okay, silver medals now. Gerda, who is in your second place this year?
The second place found Nemo. And the code, and I really like the song. I like the performance. I'm really excited. It was very tough to pick whether it should be first or second. Decided it's second, but I may change my mind in like 5 minutes. It's so close between the top 2. So.
Torn between the 2.
Yeah.
Okay, but for now it's Switzerland and,
yes.
and Nemo with the code. Simona, what is in your second place?
It's also Nemo.
Oh.
Yes. Love a song. Love a performance. As I understand, the vocals really good as well.
And the trains.
Love the train, honestly. That alone could take the first place on a usual.
Yeah, it's the train.
Slight bias towards
the train.
trains.
I have a slight bias on the train part, but also it's a brilliant song. Drum and bass, rapping in parts, everything, and done in such a stylish, good way. Just a proper song. Really good song. Really looking forward to hearing it.
Also an excellent mixing of genres. Absolutely. Yeah. August, what about you?
So in the same vein as Spain, speaking of my personal joy.
Kino.
Spirit in the sky.
If I could, I would. No, but close. Finland. Windows 95.
Okay.
No rules. I don't
Really?
care.
That's your second
I
place.
don't care.
Wow.
I don't care.
This is spicy.
Give me the denim egg.
And denim shorts.
Yeah.
Give it to me. No,
Nice.
it's good.
Are you gonna buy their merch? You know,
I
with the
think
blurred Windows
It's
logo.
funny, but it's somehow charming, and I don't know. I keep finding myself singing that chorus every now and then in my head.
You relate to the message of the song.
I don't know. No, it's a bit silly, but it's funny. It's fun, for sure.
I think what you should do is, what you'll have to do is for our Eurovision party to wear those shorts. I expect nothing less
my
from you.
God.
Yeah, second place. I
Wow.
mean, honestly, you have to support it.
The shorts,
They are quite high
a
up.
t-shirt, and a mustache.
Oh,
We'll start with the shorts at least.
that's the
That's the
most
main-
spicy
yeah.
part.
That's the
yeah.
spiciest
Yeah.
part for sure.
Okay, I'll think about this.
You will enter the room without shorts, and then we will give it to you
Very nice.
from above.
I'll come in naked, and then
Yeah.
you will lower with
Exactly.
fireworks.
Yes.
That's such a good idea. It's one of the best ideas I've heard.
It's
and
gonna
I'll
be one
come
of the
to
best
your
house parties as
I'll,
well.
I'll walk naked on the street.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course.
How else would you get there?
Okay, and my number 2 is the Netherlands.
Ooh.
I love that song. And of course, we can talk a lot about how fun it is and what a great party it brings to the stage. But what I really appreciate is that it's not just some sort of joke entry and it's just about craziness on the stage. It actually, the lyrics have a meaning and a message that Joust wants to tell us, right? And that message is probably twofold. On one hand, he's talking about Europe as Europe and European Union, probably specifically, as an amazing thing that we have and the freedom that we have to travel and explore and experience different cultures. But the second part of his song, so his song is Euro Papa, Papa meaning father, right? He also there is a message about missing his father, taking the lessons about life that he received from his father. And that's very personal and sensitive. And appreciate that. And the symbolism, the house in flames at the end, symbolizing
cool
losing
clip.
his father, but maybe also symbolizes the turbulent times that European Union is currently going through. Maybe I'm getting too deep. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate not only the fun part of it, it's a complete airworm, it's stuck in my head, but also the message that Joust tries to tell us.
I would make a note that probably he doesn't refer just to European Union just because he does a highlight fish and chips. So I presume Europe as a whole or Europe before Brexit.
Yeah, or maybe that's part of the burning house. Europe is falling apart.
True, good point.
Okay, and mini drum roll, because the big one will be for our official top 10, but a mini drum roll for our personal number ones. Gerda.
Yeah, as I said, it was very close, but I put the Comet, that is Angelina Mango with Lanoia. It's very listenable. It's an airworm. She has great stage presence. I think even if she doesn't bring anything new to the stage in Eurovision, it's still like a very solid performance. She kind of doesn't need to rely on kind of any staging. She's just there and owns it, and I just love that about her.
Yeah, she's so cool.
She's so cool.
Simona, what is your number 1 this year?
My number 1 is Netherlands with Euro Papa.
Woo-hoo!
I love the song for all the reasons that you highlighted, Katrina, already. And I love the fact that Dutch people love the song. It is at the top. How is that genre called? The one that we're dancing to?
Gabber?
Yeah. They pull out this. I love that as well.
Yes.
It's really, really good, really catchy. I really hope the performance will be sort of similar vein, and I just enjoy listening to the song.
Yeah.
It really pushes me on my runs, and I'd never skip that song on my playlist.
Gabber is a good point. Like it, in a way, it's showcasing the Dutch culture, right?
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
such a
yeah.
big part of their musical culture from the 90s, early 2000s. August,
My
your number
one.
one this year.
You know what? You cautioned us not to be biased, and then I was going to consider a change, and then I thought, you know what? You don't tell me what to do. No rules. Silvester number one. Silvester. I liked Silvester. I was reflecting on all of these songs that I put in my top 3, the Finland, Spain, Silvester, and there's a bit of a trend that they're easy to listen to, and that was probably, along with the joy factor, something that I appreciate. And Silvester is so cool, and it sounds the song is has a nice melody, and the lyrical part where he the music stops and he sings with this clear voice. It doesn't have a lot of vocal complexities perhaps, but he sings so well, and it's so cool, and I like it. I'm so proud, and he makes me so happy.
Hey.
It was so beautiful. Like, yeah, we are almost tearing up.
Go Lithuania.
Go Lithuania. Okay, so that leaves my number one, which is a country we already mentioned a few times around this table. It's Croatia. Once again, of course, it's a great song, great energy, catchy. The call and response during the chorus is amazing. But just like with the Dutch song, I also appreciate the message that Baby Lasagna is bringing to the stage. And I don't think this is something that ever been discussed on the Eurovision stage, this brain drain, people leaving their villages, leaving their countries, and moving somewhere else to find a better life. So there is a message aspect. But also, what a great story. Originally, he was rejected from participating in Dora in the national competition and was only able to participate because someone else withdrew. And now he's one of the favorites to win the whole thing. Just what a beautiful Cinderella story. So combination of all these aspects.
Never thought Baby Lasagna will be compared to a Cinderella.
Oh, wow.
I'm meowing back to Baby Lasagna despite the fact that I'm not the biggest fan of cats. And I'm rooting for him this year. Okay, so before we reveal the official Eurovision is My Religion 2024 top 10,
because there will be another season of this.
Exactly. We thought it would be interesting to also share what's in our bottom 3.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay. So, Gerda, what are the 3 least listened, least liked songs in your bottom this year?
I think the bottom is heavily influenced by the fact that I probably only listened to those songs once and was not able to form proper opinions. But it's Portugal, Iceland, and Israel.
Okay. Strong start, Simona.
Mine are, and I think you could tell probably from some of my comments that I've done before, but mine is Iceland, Israel, and Poland. No tower.
Okay.
Trains, not towers.
Mine is Israel, Cyprus, and Iceland again. I have very little patience for very basic cookie cutter songs that are not trying to experiment with the genre. And I just...
Not
boring.
like a good cookie.
Not like a good cookie.
No, not at all. I completely understand. That was so easy to mark. I was like, it's just, I really did not relate to the song.
Yeah. August.
Okay. Iceland, because she's too ahead of her time. Portugal, because I don't understand it and I never listen to it. And Latvia, because I find it annoying. I'm so sorry.
Latvija.
I know.
Broliuka.
What the songs have I did to you? Oh,
Atsiprašau. The lyrics are about everybody else being hollow and pretending they're preachers, and I feel like that's preachy in itself to say everybody pretending they're preachers. So he's a bit, I don't know, he's a walking paradox to me. I don't like it. I find it annoying.
Hypocrite or something.
Yeah, like a bit, talking about preachers, but preaching about it really.
All right, very interesting choice.
I don't like it.
So you're not rooting for Latvia to qualify this year to the final and break their non-qualification streak?
I mean, he has a good voice, and maybe that song will touch people.
But it did not touch you.
Not me. It didn't touch me.
Yeah.
He didn't touch me.
Good.
Yeah, very good.
Cyprus was quite surprising as well with Katrina as your choice. Is it because it's so basic or something, or you feel like it?
Yeah, it's very unimaginative girly bop for me. Okay, so with that, the long-awaited moment.
Oh, the anticipation is brewing.
Exactly.
Oh,
So we had a look at our personal top 5s. However, we have not discussed our personal top 10s. So there might be some surprises in the overall combined top 10 that we have this year. So without any further ado, I will start from the 10th place. And in the 10th place this year, as a group, we placed Austria.
When the darkness hits and we can't be saved, we run me dum dum da we will rave. When our hearts
We like a rave. We want to rave.
So yeah.
Oh, you guys, you pulled her up because she's not in my top 10.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I want to rave. Like, it's very clear.
She was in my top 10 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. I thought
Clearly
that
it
she
was
would
for
be
you.
up higher initially, but yeah. I think I put her number 8.
Okay, so yeah, enough points from three of us for her to make it to our official top 10.
Done.
In the 9th place, we find, thanks to no other than August, I believe, Finland.
August and me.
August and you.
Yay!
I'll
okay.
double check.
Okay.
Is Finland not in your top 10 because it's not in my top 10?
I
Okay.
gave 1 point to Finland, so
Oh,
it is
right.
a joint
So
effort. Don't forget me.
Finland, you're welcome. Finland, here we go. We don't care what they think about us.
In the 8th place, a country that we have not mentioned during our top 5 discussions is Belgium.
Wow. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think for me it was 6th or 7th, so kind of very close to that top 5, but
Yeah, similar
Yeah.
placement for me.
I am a downers 11 on my side.
ooh, I'm mostly interested in Simona's top 10 because I find most differences with her.
I'm authentic.
Yes.
In the 7th place, country that most of us, I think all of us mentioned, we find Ukraine. So does not make it into combined top 5. It's in the 7th place.
You're welcome, Ukraine, probably because of me.
In the 6th place, so just outside of top 5 is Spain.
Estoy en un buen momento. Solo era cuestión de tiempo. Voy a
So aligned to your personal top 10,
Finally,
Simona.
something is aligned because nothing is aligned at the moment.
Okay, moving on. Our combined top 5 looks like this year. 5th place, Switzerland.
I went to hell and back to find myself on track.
That's quite low.
Yeah, I think we have a
Who
few.
pushed Switzerland down? Who didn't put Switzerland in?
I
This
think
sounds
I-
like a persecution at the moment,
Yeah.
so maybe the tone could be
I-
softened.
I neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
The statement is
Neutral.
neutral.
I might have only given it a point or two max. Yeah.
You guys. Now I'm aligning with Simona. So
See.
yeah.
Okay, number 4, we find maybe another controversial one, Italy.
Cumbia, ballo la cumbia, se rischio di inciampare almeno fermo la noia, quindi faccio una festa, perché l'unico...
I know this is Katrina's doing.
It's not that controversial. She was in top 5, so I'm not
Yeah,
too fast.
but I remember Katrina saying that she will argue with me about Italy being much lower, and I'm keen to hear what she thinks. Cause
Okay, don't get me wrong. I really like the song. It's just personally, it's just I don't want to listen to it on repeat. It does not stuck with me. But I really, really appreciate all the reasons why you guys like it, and I can see why a lot of people would like it, and I can see why it's so high in the odds. It's just a personal preference.
Not everybody
boo-hoo,
likes
like
everything.
the song.
It's okay. I think we like different things.
are we
fine,
allowed
yeah.
to have different opinions? I'm not sure. Did we agree that up front?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, okay.
Clearly, I'm not allowed to have a different opinion. I've been pushed into this.
Okay, and finally, our Eurovision is my religion. Official 2024 top 10. Third place is Netherlands.
Welkom in Europa, blijf hier tot ik dood ga. Europa, pa. Welkom in Europa.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Yay!
We love European Union and
We gi-
Europe.
We give silver to Croatia.
Compress one more time for all the good times. Rim tim taggy diggy dim tim tim.
Dim, diggy, diggy, dim.
And finally, in the first place, our gold goes to Look, look.
Really?
Zero
came out
bias,
as
guys.
gold?
Zero bias.
Despite Katrina
Guys.
telling us, don't do this.
Wait, and you all adjusted.
Yeah,
We all adjusted.
As
Nevertheless,
long as has like bigger weighting or something on his, because
Yeah.
it seems like he's been really pushing some songs in.
Lithuania wins our most of our votes this year. Were there any songs that you had quite high in your personal top 10s that didn't end up in the combined top 10? Simona?
Yes, well, I'll start. I had Greece, which was 7th place. I had obviously Ireland because I like Ireland, and the 8th place. And I had Sweden with 1 point.
Oh.
I love that performance.
Yes,
So,
they were actually quite cute.
yeah, so, but somehow your uniform decisions outweighed
Yes.
pushed people out completely.
Yes, majority vote. That's
Honestly,
what democracy
yeah.
is based on. So
All of your
Not
unique
a good
voting,
system.
just adjust outside the
We
top 10.
should come up with something different.
I feel like I'm far right or something.
I had a song relatively high up that didn't make it to our top 10. It's Estonia. I love Estonia. I enjoy their vibe. I enjoy their quirky instruments and the fun they're having on the stage and their dance moves that I hope will get viral. Estonia was in my 6th place. So, okay. Gerda, August, I think most of your personal top 10 songs also made it to the
Yeah.
combined top 10.
Except Ireland for me.
Oh, yay! How
Bambi.
come?
all of the songs in the top 10 are my top 10 songs, and all of the songs in my top 5 are the combined top 5 songs.
Really?
Guys.
Wow.
I am
Wait,
the
what?
decider.
You have the
Oh,
weighted.
wait. But not in the same,
Well, wait,
not in the,
The weighting
sequence,
is
not
80%
in the right.
my votes and 20% for you guys. So yes, I am the
But
ultimate
not
decider.
the exact sequence,
Yeah,
right?
not
Okay,
the
okay.
sequence. Yeah, but
So
just
you're kind of an oracle, but
but
with one eye.
yeah.
Okay. Amazing. Thank you. This was so much fun to share and learn about each
fun for
other's
some people.
top 10s. And please share your top 10s in the comments. We would love to know what our listeners are rooting for. So please leave a comment. Okay, so with that, I think it would be also very interesting to hear and find out what's happening in the social media this week.
In social media.
Internet.
Echoes. Right, so the Eurovision channel on YouTube has been busy over the past week and has uploaded various different versions of this year's songs from this year's artists, which produced a lot of great musical content for the fans, and the channel is still uploading various versions of the song, so I think we'll get more joy from it over the coming days as well. I don't know if you guys seen it already. The playlist is called A Little Bit More, and they did something similar last year. I do seem to remember, and I think the few notable kind of interesting performances for me personally. So Silvester did Troye Sivan's cover of Rush, and lots of people in the comments again kind of remembering how similar they look and kind of how Silvester is basically a Lithuanian Troye Sivan. So I think whoever picked that song for Silvester to do, I think just knew what they're doing.
I bet he picked the song himself because he mentioned before that he is his inspiration.
Maybe he's been
musical role
asked
model.
to submit what songs he could do, and maybe they then say, okay, this one approved.
I appreciated the singers that did something else than their own song, because most of them did just an acoustic version of their own song, which is like, okay, you want to push your song, get
I
it.
think the previous year, I think they started doing this last year, maybe the year before, but there were much more of, like, many more artists were doing kind of other artists' songs from that year's Eurovision, kind of really experimenting with the songs and the genres. This year I was a little bit disappointed because, as you said, Katrina, most of the singers were doing kind of piano versions, acoustic versions of their own songs, or kind of songs being performed at some kind of notable locations in their countries. Yeah, that doesn't give me enough content to be excited about, but Silvester's choice, I think, was a good one. Another kind of interesting cover was Nebulosa's choice to sing the Human League's Don't You Want Me song.
I haven't listened to it
I
yet.
need to listen to this.
Yeah, it's in Spanish as well, which kind of puts a great twist. But yeah, that's kind of 80s banger.
Oh my
sung
god!
by this,
That's what I'm going to listen straight after this.
Yeah, so I was really excited about that one.
No me quieres y no quiero escuchar que tú ya no me necesitas.
And then we had, I think, in terms of the songs that were performed, like where artists performed their own songs, but put kind of a more interesting twist, I think notable kind of mentions are Windows95man, where they did a no rules version that could be played in a spa. So it's a very mellow, kind of relaxed version where you kind of, no rules, look after yourself kind of vibes.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I think that kind of plays well with kind of Finnish being famous for saunas and kind of that aspect. So I just love that idea as well. And as I mentioned in the introduction to this episode, Slimane released a dance version of his song.
I saw that one.
Yeah, it's played in the club. And
How is it?
It's quite good. It's still ballady. People
How is
do
a
not
dance song ballady?
exactly. People don't know how to feel because it's still a sad song, but it's a club song, so it's almost like
You do you cry? Do you dance?
Yes,
do you
yes,
cry as you
exactly.
dance?
Yeah.
That's
Both.
how I
Do you dance?
usually feel at the club in any case, so works for
I'm
me.
quite intrigued by this. Maybe this could be better than the original.
On en fait quoi?
mean, yeah, it's quite good. I don't know if it's better than the original. I think, yeah, to each their own, I guess, but it's just, yeah, it's a nice, interesting twist on the song. Then Marina Sati with Zari, I think she didn't change the song as much, but she filmed it, kind of this version, unplugged version of her song in somebody's back garden, kind of set it up as this like Greek house party in somebody's back garden with Greek snacks and kind of everyone like singing around the table, which kind of thinking back about her music video kind of again had this kind of style element to it, which I just really appreciated.
Was it acoustic?
They called it unplugged, but she was singing it live with some instruments, but it sounded like the same version of the song pretty much. So I don't know if it kind of qualifies as being acoustic.
Feels like there were plugs. And
But there were a
sounded
lot of...
more sexual than what I hoped.
Oh my god. Now that you say it, of course it does. I didn't think it even as you said it, but now that you say it, I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah.
What I was thinking about was all the Greek food on the table, which looked great. So that's where my priorities lie.
But there were
clearly.
no plugs
No plugs.
on the table.
And then a few interesting songs that will be released after we after we record this episode. So the Estonian band are doing Alexander Rybak's cover of Fairy
I saw
Tale.
that.
Wow.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait for that as well. So the San Marino band Megara doing Dancing Queen. I guess a nod to ABBA's anniversary.
One of the gazillion of those nods this year. Yeah.
So exciting content. It was slightly less interesting than maybe last year's, but still kind of a few notable singers and kind of covers really made it interesting
to keep us busy as we await for the big day.
Exactly. In other news, so we have one new joiner to the EBU, which might raise some interest if that new joiner...
I thought you were going to say eyebrows. Because my eyebrows are raising already.
Yeah, some interest in case that broadcaster chooses to participate in Eurovision next year, which is not confirmed yet. But TV Monaco joins the EBU, and I don't know if you will appreciate a lot of the Reddit comments suggested that Charles Leclerc should participate.
Literally, instantly thought of Leclerc.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the crossover.
Ferrari.
He must be the most famous person from Monaco, current day person.
So this is the crossover that I needed. Formula One.
Nice.
Imagine the podcast.
Yes. Then Petra Miede, the host for this year's Eurovision, released a short video kind of announcing that she will again this year do a performance number, like she did when she hosted Eurovision last time. If you guys remember Love, Love, Peace, Peace.
How
that
could
was
you
cool.
forget?
Yeah, so she has something in store for us. She might have somebody joining her on stage. She mentioned that.
I wonder who that might be.
So, interestingly, I saw that Mans will not attend this year's Eurovision. I don't know whether that's April Fool's or not.
It's April Fool's. Come on.
Yeah, must be.
We
April
cannot
Fool's.
avoid Mans when Eurovision is far from Sweden. Now that it's in Sweden,
Yes, exactly.
there will be multiple Mans scare jumps in store for us.
What if she
hologram will
sings,
be outside
what
as
if
well.
she sings hate, war, to surprise everybody in heavy
would be
metal?
somewhat
Black
fitting
metal.
this year, I would say. But
August, you will not believe it. I was thinking exactly the
Yes.
same.
There you go.
Great idea.
I just didn't say it. I was like, okay, maybe.
She did say that the song will be called "I Just Love Eurovision Too Much." So maybe that's gonna be a bit of a disappointment. No hate, war songs, but
Let's pass this to our DJ. Add one for one intro.
yes, cool. And then a few interesting posts from this year's artist. So, Baby Lasagna did a commercial with Croatian supermarket chain
Of course he did.
Kaufland, where he and Kaufland's employees are dancing in the frozen food aisle
Yes.
next to frozen
Lasagnas.
Yes. I generally
Genius.
saw some posts where people are just kind of admiring how well kind of Croatians are supporting Baby Lasagna. They're kind of doing
We
flash
saw that
mobs
in the
and-
comments.
Yeah, they're doing flash mobs in Croatia. They kind of his fame just rose like very suddenly, and
Yeah, they must be so excited. Like, remember Lithuanians back in 2020, 2021, especially 2020, that when there was a chance that Lithuania could win. We were also doing flash mobs. We all knew the dance, and yeah, it's a nice
Oh,
feeling.
it's a nice feeling that we're not getting
yeah.
year after year.
Talking about Lithuania, another
Sure.
comment that I saw on social media, on Reddit specifically, and this comment, as some Redditors put it, will be marked in the Eurovision Reddit's Hall of Fame as one of the craziest theories. But somebody's teacher in Lithuania suggested that Luktelk, the hidden meaning behind Luktel's lyrics, might be about erectile dysfunction. Because he sings "Sun is not rising." Just wait, sun is not rising, just wait.
Now that you said it this way,
And
think-
it was someone's teacher.
Somebody's teacher said like
Interpreting this.
don't sing it at school because it's kind of very kind of not it's
a
very
dirty
sexual
teacher.
because it's,
I think that's a dirty teacher.
I did not see this
if
meeting.
anything, it's raising awareness for erectile dysfunction.
At
It's like
schools?
well, it can affect it can affect people
of
exactly
any age.
Yeah, so let's
Yes, let's be concerned about those school kids.
Or it's
Having-
just some casual homophobia in Lithuania,
yes, it could that.
Could
Yeah,
be,
that
I'd
always-
be interested to hear how that teacher sounded. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the teacher feels this very strongly about this sort of issue. So
Yeah, I need to dig through the comments to see if whether there was more details, but yeah, it's kind of in the Reddit community. It's I've seen that comment being floated around even in the various unrelated posts. So I think it's kind of it's a very notable.
Don't ruin the song for me, guys. What the hell is this theory? Oh my god. I won't
crazy,
forget
so-
this. Oh no.
okay, this is one of the crazier theories we've heard this year.
I'll move on to some less crazy theories, just to kind of shift the attention elsewhere. So Nemo posted a picture from his rehearsals, which involved elbow protection and some cables hanging from the sky. Not from the sky, from the ceiling. So people are speculating what his staging must look like if he needs all of this protective gear.
Shooting from a catapult?
I don't know. It's
Flying
very
above
interesting,
the
but it's
stadium?
not gonna be your regular general.
I mean,
Staging.
maybe some kind of train-related jump around coaches.
Oh my god. Of course you would
Like
say
James
this.
Bond on the train coaches running and jumping and stuff like
Doing
that.
something
You must
crazy.
like James Bond then.
Yeah, lots of train-related
Nice.
things.
Okay, yeah, they are not joking around. They are going for it.
They are going for
With
it.
these props, they have something crazy in mind. Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, Switzerland is very expensive. So if they even I don't think we will be going to Eurovision
We
next
were
year.
already outpriced by Sweden.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Well, sponsor us on Patreons as soon as we get
A Patreon.
a Patreon. Please do sponsor them. Thanks.
Well, we should just get the media, permits.
Passes?
Media
Yeah.
permits for Eurovision so that we can actually report on the whole thing.
I'm sure we're right challenges to Vivi Blogs.
Just you wait. In 10 years, we will be there.
We are coming for you, Vivi Vlogs.
Just you wait.
We've been sitting and sweating, on the London pre-party, seeing our bucket hats, and I'm like, they are coming. They are ready.
Yeah, we blogs. We will bury you.
That sounded like a threat. We are not threatening you.
No,
No,
nobody
just kidding.
thinks
Just
that.
kidding.
We're
JK.
open for collaboration.
Yeah, let's call up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a fun meme post from Nutsa where somebody made a meme. You know this meme where there's like a little girl and behind her a burning building.
Mhm.
And the meme says, Nutsa calling the firefighter after setting fire to the stage. And I thought that's
Yes,
really
queen.
fitting after her performance because
Beautiful.
she does set fire to the stage. So,
She was really good, yeah.
yeah. There have been some less exciting, less happy news as well. So I'll briefly cover it, but you don't need to comment if you don't want to. But EBU released a press release about abuse that artists are getting relating to the war in the Middle East and how kind of encouraging fans and kind of media to not attack the artist. They also added a kind of FAQ page to Eurovision site explaining why Israel is participating in Eurovision and explaining their stance. So I think that's kind of ties back to what we were talking last week about Ollie's kind of well-being and how the protests that we saw. So, obviously everyone has different opinions, but at least ABU is recognizing that it's not the most welcoming environment for the artist and trying to do something about it. So I think that was nice. I probably shouldn't kept it till the end because this is not putting a nice joyful finish to our episode.
Also
but
EBU should have spoke out earlier as well.
Yes,
true.
100%.
Honestly, they
that is true. But yeah, that was my social media echoes. Have you guys seen anything else on social media that you want to share? Or
I think this is a very good coverage, Gerda. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
Not busy at work, are you?
Oh, jeez.
don't tell my manager.
My managers listen to this podcast, so I need to be careful.
Yeah, Simona, you're busy. You're always working.
Yes, Simona is the busiest
You
person. I know.
hardly make it to our recording, Simona.
Yeah, you
Thank
take
you
your
so
work
much.
so seriously. Oh,
Right. So thank you, friends, for sharing your top 10s. This was a very exciting episode. Please share your top 10s with us in the comments. We really want to know what our listeners are enjoying. Thank you for listening, and we shall be in your ears again next week.
In your ears, in your ears,
in
ears.
your ears.